Right, we go again. A game of chess. ZH Tiger. I definitely haven't played against this fella. Right. Trying to learn a new repertoire. I'm thinking, do I go with what? Let's go with this move first of all. So against this move, I normally play my check defense, which hasn't been performing very well for me lately. There is another option. But I don't know if I don't really know it yet. Here, he takes, I take, and we play an endgame. Kind of. Let's just go for it. Pretty sure this is not actually how it's supposed to play. But let's see. He doesn't go for it. Oh crap. Now I have got no idea what I'm doing. Normally I play this from a different opening and I've got the move F5. I don't have that right now. Right, I'm on my own. Yay. Just how we like to play. That move can't be bad. Right, I'm going to go for my normal setup where I'm going to play this at some point. I'm going to play this at some point. I'm going to get castled at some point. The only question is, does it matter what order? Let's just get castled. Step number 1. Now this opening, I don't even know what this opening is. I've probably just made a very, very botched attempt at the Philidor defense. Okay, that's an interesting move because essentially the pawn is blocking his bishop. But he's saying, I want to play this. And when I play this, he's going to open up his bishop. I don't have to play this. This bishop can stay looking stupid for a bit. Where does my bishop want to go? Yeah. He kicks it, I go back. It's kind of okay. Okay, let's do it. He might go all out for a kingside attack on me. I'll invite it for now. Because I don't know what else to do. I want to try and stay a little bit not too far away on time. I've noticed, particularly when I'm recording these games, my time just evaporates. Wait, I've actually got a real rating. I just realised that. Nice. Pretty decent rating, actually. I think Lichess ratings and Chess.com ratings are not quite matching. Although, I'm probably similarly rated on Chess.com. This rating probably isn't very accurate yet. Right, I'm on this pawn twice. How will he defend it? That is the question. I'm noting a minor tactic that if he comes here, maybe I've got this move. Because then I'm on the bishop. And if he takes this, I get the bishop and the knight. If he doesn't take this, doesn't matter. He's played something completely different. Why can I not just take this pawn? There is a pawn. Why can I not just take this pawn? That is also a pawn. This pawn's a better pawn. This pawn, he gets the open file. This pawn is a central pawn. I presume I should take with the bishop, which means I lose my bishop, but then my bishop doesn't get trapped. If I take with the knight, he can just go here. Then I can take, he takes, and then I've got a square for my bishop, which pins the knight. It's not that bad. Almost like it. Alternatively, I take straight away with the bishop. He comes here, I come in with my knight. My knight is lacking a little bit of squares. If I come in with the knight first and he doesn't take it, we've looked at this. Is there any other move he's got that worries me? I don't know. Going with the knight, he takes, I take, and then I probably just exchange the other knight. That all looks good. Let's try. 12.5 minutes. This pawn was also free, but that was a little bit more dangerous. I am on this pawn eventually if we get rid of this knight. If he goes forward, we go here. He's gone forward. Surely we go here. Double his pawns, attack his queen, create a square for my bishop. Does he have any intermezzo that I've missed? I take care and he takes the bishop. I take the queen. He checks. I move. He doesn't have any checkmate. Let's just accept our calculations. I probably am forced to exchange this because otherwise my bishop's going to get trapped. I do have this move. So I'm a pawn up. My king is a little bit under fire. He's got double pawns. He's got open files to work with. It's a bit double-edged, really, isn't it? I need to get my knight out. This I'm just going to leave for now. I like that his bishop's blocked. It's a little bit scary that he's got his pawns advanced and his pieces active. It's not easy for me to exchange them. This is a bit double-edged. Right, he is attacking my bishop. I have to take this. I don't have to take this. I could go this. If I go this, he takes. I take. He's gained an open file. He's lost a pawn. We've exchanged a pawn. I get to keep my bishop, and I've got a rook that's in the defense. Got a little bit of an open king, but this pawn is protecting me. Do I prefer that? Because if I take, I lose an active piece. He gets his queen into a more attacking position. I don't know. If I go here and he doesn't take and he pushes. This is a key moment. How dangerous is it if I let him get this file? It's pretty dangerous, but I do get... There's pieces that defend. I think I'm going to go for this. Because at some point I might also be able to shut out his other bishop. Defending. Don't you love defending? I definitely want to get my knight out at some point when it's convenient. I'd love to play this move, but I can't. Right, I have to take this. Right, so now I've kept the bishop, which defends here. I have given him an open file. I've got bishops that protect everything. I'm a pawn up. I've also got a bishop that could pin and win. How does he defend that knight? That's interesting. I guess he's coming here first. Wonder if I could set up the trap. Maybe. Takes away the square from my knight though. Maybe get my knight here, then set up that. Maybe. He ever comes here and then pushes. This just closes everything up. I feel like as long as I don't blunder, I've got a decent position. I feel like right now, the engine would favour me. Unless I'm missing something. I might be. It's got this at some point with this. Ooh. Ooh. I can always just defend. Defend. Okay, I did not see this move at all. Is this a real move? Ooh, he wants to get this forward, maybe? Right, so if I take... Oh, he can just go forward here. Oh my god. Okay, I missed that completely. I don't have to take. I can go here. Which sets up multiple threats on his open king, but also sets up this. Actually, I think that's quite good. If I go here, he doesn't have check. He could sacrifice. That's not a check anyway. I think this just is a good move. If I go here, he's got this move, which is check, and is on the bishop. But if I go here, what does he do exactly? Because I'm on this pawn, which will be on the rook and the king. I've always got this, which will be on the queen and the king. How bad is it that I didn't even consider this move? Like, am I supposed to notice things like this? Maybe. Maybe that's why I'm not a grandmaster. I'm nowhere near a grandmaster, unfortunately. What could you do? I don't actually see what he does right now. If he doesn't move his knight, well, then I can take his knight, because then his check isn't that dangerous. If he just defends the knight, I can still take the knight. If he moves the knight, then I take this pawn with check. Maybe throwing an attack to the queen. You can always block that attack. But come on. Surely if I win a rook, that would be winning. I think maybe he saw that very fancy move, that he could do this. And he didn't see my other responses. Which is good for me. Whilst his bishop in, is blocked. He really doesn't have much he can do here. It's not very scary, even if he's got some other weird, dodgy moves. Like this piece isn't doing anything. And he's resigned. Oh my, I win the game with the counter tactic. And I get a load of rating points. Right, let's have a look. Let's request a computer analysis. It's a bit anticlimactic, but I think I'm just winning. What does the computer say the position is right now? -4. That's at least a piece. So the computer wants to do this, and then I could just take the knight. He can't even take this, because then I can just take. He takes, and then I've got this with the queen and the king. Was there any other move he had? And if he just goes away, well then I've just got this. Take the rook in the corner. Oh my. Right, let's go from the beginning. Oh my goodness gracious me. Look at my score. Okay, it was a short game. He's actually reviewing the game as well. But look at this. 96% accuracy. 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 9 average centre pawn loss. I played the perfect game. Don't you love to see it? It was a short game. Now I made up the opening, so I want to see, is it actually a viable opening? Because I thought he was going to come like this. It's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. So I was thinking this, and go into endgame where I'm learning how to play this kind of endgame, because people think it's bad, but actually it's not that bad. And somehow I feel that I make less mistakes when there's no queens about. But he didn't go for that. He went for shutting it down. And I had no idea what to do, because normally the way I get this opening, instead of king's pawn, it's queen's pawn, this, then they take, then they take, then they take, then I take, and then, well, that, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. So normally I play that, which is what we were kind of getting, but then if they, instead of taking, go forward, then I play this. And I like this position. This is what I'm used to. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. But in the game, I don't have that option. So now I didn't know what I was doing. So I just made it up. But it turns out I made up reasonable moves, and it's plumb even according to the engine, which means I've equalized as black. It's like plumb even. This move I didn't understand or don't like. I mean, I think he knows I want to play this move. But I don't have to play this move. Interestingly, the engine still wants me to play this move. And it's the top move that other people play. I decided I didn't want to do that, and I moved the bishop out instead, which is the second most common move, which performs about equal. The engine doesn't hate it. He attacked, I went back. He attacked, I went back. And then he moved forward, which already drops a pawn. And I had the whole debate about, is it this pawn we take? Is it this pawn I take? Is it with the bishop? Is it with the knight? The engine says take with the knight. And I took with the knight. Highly accurate. If I'd taken with the bishop instead, the engine absolutely hates it, because there's a tactic that I missed. It's not the worst tactic that I missed, but I do understand that I am now slightly cramped and slightly more passive. But I managed to come up with a correct response, and he went down my line of badness, where I felt I was better, because I'm a pawn up and he's got double pawns, And I'm better, significantly better, for the fact that we're just in the opening. He played a good move, and I didn't play the best move, which is a slight shame, because I thought my move was pretty good. And it is pretty good. I mean, I've still got a good advantage. But apparently he had a better way to play. But he took, I took. I've still got this pleasant advantage. And he's supposed to play rook to g1, which is what I was expecting. And this is a very kind of move that I probably would have played. Then the engine wants to go here. This move I would have considered, maybe. I probably would have played this, which is still okay. I mean, the engine would still beat me from here, but hey ho. But instead, he took this pawn, which was a complete shocker. And I realized I can't take this, because if I do, I lose. And this is what he must have fixated on. But I don't have to play that. I can move here, which is the best move. And that was where the game ended, because he couldn't find a response, because there is no response. And I'm -4 because I essentially have win a pawn and win a piece, because the only way he's got to play is this. And then I just take it. And then he can't even take this. And if he plays the engine's top move, I can just put my knight out. Can I just take this pawn? I can just take this pawn. It was even suggesting this, which is a depressing move. I mean, even if I just take this bishop, which is not the best move, because there's a check, which I completely missed. Okay. But even with this check where he gets my queen, I'm still winning. That is disgusting. So I take this. He takes this. I take this. He castles. So even though I've sacrificed my queen, I've got such an overwhelming load of pieces. Apparently I'm still winning. I must admit I wouldn't like this position. We didn't go that way. I'm pretty happy with this game. I mean, it was a very short, it's a miniature really. But this is what happens. People make mistakes, they blunder, they resign. And what can they do when I play with 96% accuracy? They've got to equal that or do better. It's very hard. Hope you guys enjoyed.